Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another day of flying. And today we're going to be flying 2 flights between Oslo and Trondheim. Apologies for the delay and that I didn't fly on Sunday, but the problem is the same. The flight plans won't work in the new EFB for some whatever reason. I can't get it in. They changed how the system works, so yeah, it is very annoying to be honest, because it just doesn't work. So I need to see what I can do to fix it. So I've been sitting here now for half an hour trying to get those flight plans into the EFB, but I can't get it in for whatever reason. So I need to find out. And that was the same problem I had on Sunday. So yeah, quite frustrated about that actually, but I hope I'll be able to fix it. So now we need to do it the good old way, and I'm not prepared for that at all. So there will be some waiting here before we can start with the briefing, unfortunately. But yeah. First of all, I'm going to introduce the members. So ATC Sweetie, Lars, Melvin, Spotter, BB, Istvan Kalla, Annolago, GBS, Aviation Wild, Vincent, ITX, Orkunustun, and Nascimento. So again, apologies if I said the names incorrect, and thank you for the support. It is really appreciated. So let me just get my flight plans up and running here before we can do the briefing. So yeah, like I said, I'm quite annoyed that it doesn't work, and I have no clue why it isn't working, and that's the worst thing. Probably know that feeling. Something is broken, and you have no clue how to fix it. So I need to see what I can possibly do to then fix the problem. So I imagine some connection issues or something, but yeah, wait and see. Can I please get my, yeah, where in the world is my OFP here? There we go. Why is that as a shortcut? That's a bit annoying. There we go. Again, I've not been able to go through these flight plans again because we need to do this now, really. So I'm not prepared at all. So yeah, the aircraft is landed already or very soon, so we will just do a quick go through before we walk out. Scardiff, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Christian, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. And Melvin, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Yeah, exactly. That feeling is very annoying, I must say. So yeah, I got a new CPU though. That's a bit more interesting than than my problems. Not gonna lie. And of course, now my iPad won't work. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the iPad is basically the thing in the world here that is not working at all. The Wi-Fi here sucks as well. And I just can't get it to work. It won't find the server. Oh, there we go. Now it works. Just need to go move a little bit around to get it connected. Or if it, okay, it connected as well. Yeah, that's a positive sign. Yes. Now we should pretty much be ready. Again, it's the old style today, unfortunately, but yeah. So today, again, we just go a quick go through before we brief the cabin crew. So yeah, 764 first flight, departing at 1650, flying with November in the Oscar, so Norwegian Air Shuttle LC today. So nothing special, 320, no dispatch remarks. Minimum fuel will be about 6.1 tons, so start thinking about what we should take. And the alternate is going to be Bergen-Flesland with nothing on the MEL today or CDL. Weights are looking good, 63.1. Share value is looking good. And what in the world is this? Oh yeah, this is the performance thing. Okay. And we have a few segments as well that I have not been able to look at. I didn't even know they existed. And of course, I have not been able to load in a new flight plan here. Those segments, oh yeah, they are valid for us indeed. They are both down here. So this is Foxtrot 06 and Foxtrot 07 is the 2 valid for us. So Fox 06 is valid to 1700. Yeah, so CV Rising is forecasted between flight levels, surface and 3000 feet, and moving east-northeast 15 knots. So that's just going to be right south of Gardermoen, actually. And then Foxtrot 07 is going to be valid until 1855, with CV Rising forecasted between surface and 2,500 feet, so then through our arrival. So that's something to definitely be aware of, is severe icing conditions en route today. And the weather, yeah, not looking the best in Gardermoen. So yeah, expecting 2,000, 4,000 with snow. It is snowing, it's mist, so yeah, it is. It's not the best. And Værnes as well, same here. Light drizzles with rain, but generally though nothing else special. So yeah, we're expecting a tempo with snow though. So, but yeah, except for that, should be fairly good. And then our departure alternate is okay. What? I did not enter the departure alternate. Ah yeah, and but again, yeah, it's some gusts expected, but that's until 1500, so that's gone. So 3000, but it's better than Værnes. So yeah. This is something to definitely be aware of. So the ILS for 0 left is down to Cat 1, and then the minima changes for the RMP approaches, and Værnes, and on the aircraft, daily, and danger zone. It is the, what day is it today? 25th? Yeah, then the danger zone is also Lekstad active. And the RMP approaches as well. And then for the significant weather chart, and we don't even get a significant weather chart, and what in the world? Okay, yeah, again, this system is a bit broken. I don't know why. I need to see if I can fix it, because it is quite annoying. So yeah, we have no significant weather chart today then. That's in through the EFB, and the EFB doesn't work, so yeah, that's nice. But yeah, generally nothing special going on here. No, it looks fairly straightforward. About the same on the first flight we're doing today, actually. Yeah, the weather should pretty much be the same. Yeah, pretty much everything is the same, and we still don't have a significant weather chart, so yeah, we need to see if we can find out. But what do you guys think about fuel towards Trondheim? Minimum 6.1, any thoughts? Just look at the latest in Værnes as well, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, it's looking generally good. 4,000, yeah, so visibility is not really going to be a huge concern. No? Okay, at least I'm happy with 6,100 kilos. I did click on you, but you didn't work. Oh, yes, right, we are on that one. 6,100. Beautiful. Shall we then quickly brief the cabin crew, and then we are ready to go? Yes, hello, good afternoon. My name is Fabian. I'm your captain pilot in command today, and also go through this briefing with you. So we're going to be flying 2 flights. Round trip Trondheim. It's the 25th of February, as you probably know. We're flying with the Lima November in the Oscar under the Norwegian Air Shuttle AOC today. First flight, we're departing at 16:50 UTC, so it's going to be in about 47 minutes. Flight time to Trondheim, 50 minutes. Should be landing at about 17:45-ish. Weather in Oslo, expecting de-icing. It is snowing, it is poor weather generally, so maybe expect some slight delays out of Gardermoen. And again, de-icing. And then departure straight out. Should be fairly straightforward before we continue northbound to Værnes. 32,000 feet on the cruising altitude, and nothing else special really during the cruise. Coming into Værnes as well, the weather maybe be a little bit worse there as well, but still generally good nevertheless. And then for the flight back, we are expecting a turnaround in Værnes of approximately 25 minutes. With departing at 1810, we should be landing at about 1905 and then 47 minutes-ish on the cruise for the flight time. So it should be a fairly straightforward one, this one as well. And yeah, nothing special in Værnes. Maybe de-icing will be required if the weather conditions worsen a little bit. But except for that, it is fairly good. Coming into Oslo again, expect the weather to be pretty much the same. Maybe changing a little bit to the best or the worst. And yeah, that should be basically it. There's nothing special going on today except for weather conditions. So yeah, the operational impacts, nothing. As weather impact, the icing in Oslo, so maybe some delays out of there. And maybe in Værnes as well. Other than that, it is looking fairly good, and there is no special. Are there any questions today? No, then our briefing is complete. Then we are good to go. Just check one more time if the EFB want to... I mean, it recognized the aircraft we're flying with today, so that's a good start. But it can't import a flight plan. At the downside. Moved company? No, I'm not switched company. We still fly with Norwegian if that's your thought. But it is the new EFB that Virtual Norwegian is making. It's still in beta though, so I mean, could expect problems, but I have not seen anyone else report it, so that's a bit strange. So I have a feeling it is a problem on my side. I need to report it because I can't get my flight plan in here. Because that actually been a significant problem before now. Well, actually, it had been a problem before as well, if I remember correctly, actually. So, not a new problem then. But yeah, I think the aircraft is already on the ground. Yeah, I mean, can you move with P2 then? I don't need that. But where is the flight radar? There it is. I think the aircraft is... I think the aircraft landing about 15 minutes early today. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. At least, definitely not for us. I mean, we are expecting a fairly nice turnaround time. So if the aircraft is already at the gates and ready, I mean, you can see it in the scenery though, or in the sim, but... Yeah, they landed at 57, so yeah, they landed 10 minutes ago. So they landed very early. Yeah, I did change to a more newer Virtual Norwegian, yeah, because you have the Virtual Norwegian.net, and then you have the Virtual Norwegian for the VAMSys. That's why I switched to the VAMSys that offer exclusive liveries for the entire fleet in 2024. The CFP that is currently under development, SOPs, and so on and so on. Checklists. So generally, you got a bit more. So yeah, switched because of that really. And then surprisingly, for some reason, I think I got kicked from the old Virtual Norwegian's Discord server after I switched. I'm not sure why. It could be because I didn't have my proper username in the Discord server, because I couldn't get to switch or change, and I never reported it. So I was always in the bottom there without the Norse and then the identity. But I don't know. Just what a coincidence, getting kicked the day after I switched. So probably just hated me. I don't know. But at least I have switched, and I must say it is an upgrade. I do have all of my old flight hours and so on in the old one. That's a downside. You are able to move your hours, but not your flights. That's a downside. But again, you get a lot more through the new one than on the old one. So that was pretty much what was the deciding factor for me at least. It is recommended. It's a very good, very nice community as well. So yeah. But hey, here we go. We have our beautiful aircraft standing here, and it have just been a little snowfall. And yeah, again, we could expect some de-icing to be done because of the beautiful weather conditions today. I mean, this is what we talk... When we talk about Norwegian winter, this is really what we're talking about, isn't it? But I mean, the weather conditions yesterday was absolutely amazing. It was clear skies. It was a bit cold, but very good weather. So it's quite sad that we did not fly yesterday. I would absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Here we go, stand 11. Beautiful, isn't it? Here we have our beautiful aircraft. I think my speaking is probably a little bit too loud, actually. There we go, that's much better. And I would like to see if I could change the sounds inside the sim settings another way than this. That would be nice. If someone knows anything, then yeah, please let me know. I think we need to turn on those other aircraft a little bit more because that air conditioning unit is for some reason under other aircraft. I'm not sure why. That air conditioning unit is insanely loud. Yes, there we go. Let me just get things properly set up. Oj då. You as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need to go around though. It's a bit tight on the space in this room, but I mean it works. I'm able to live at least. Yes, wait. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. It is. Yeah, that's a problem I've had as well. But again, if you want to check it out, the link is already in the description of this of the stream, so you can just click on there and you can check it out for yourself. I should have a better place for my headsets, but I unfortunately don't have. Okay, that works actually quite well. Okay, so we got the aircraft. Let us just take over a few things there. They just reset the ground speed. That's fine. Everything else looks pretty good. The hydraulics are good. Yeah, we'll turn on there. Just verify that that is all good in here. Audio, that should be on the speaker. Beautiful. Let us first of all get the fuel on board. And self-loading cargo. Is there anything else that I have forgot? I don't know. It looks like it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I forgot the Pegasus, the flight recorder. A little bit stressful startup today. So yeah. Think everything works? Yes, everything works. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll just set in our airport. The GPS left. And the clock 16:15, 16:15, 16:15. Beautiful. Route Gardermoen to Værnes. vNordic. vNordic 6 for November. 6 for November, departure. We're expecting one on the left, by the Ribbe 1 Charlie. And then Ribbe is going to be direct Igni. Igni, direct to Vevold. And then the Vevold 1 Lima 09. ILS 09, Vevold 1 Lima var Bambu. Find the reserves. 3.5. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, so I've spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Flight level 3 to 0. Reducing wind. 26770. And minus 54. And then it's just a 25 and hold. Beautiful. I just need to find a few things here. It's a new is it under here? And can I search? Wait. Okay, it was not here. I think it was. Let me just see if I can find it. Oh, I can't find it. Man, what? Why can't I find it suddenly? Maybe it was. I'll get it. I can't find it. Yes. Let me just... Yeah, I will be back in just a few moments. Okay, I'm back again. Just didn't have my good old coffee. Yes, but hello, good day. Welcome to well. Okay, then we will just start speedrunning through all of the procedure, what we need to do, and then we can get out of here. Yes, so pretty much the next step is to either request a clearance. That is may be needed. We do have some sort of ATC. Oh yeah, that's over there. Okay. So request is not needed, but we can actually... fuel is finished as well. We can get the latest weather and then we can do the departure briefing. Now, one thing I actually forgot to check. Blender winglets, 26K, and do we have short field performance? Yes. Peter Gardermoen. Yeah, doesn't really look at that good. Yeah, that's good. You are good. You are good. It is, how cold is it? -2. Cold temp corrections needed. Hopefully this works at least. I think it should. You don't need a flight plan for this. So air preparation 682, it is -2 degrees. And MSA is 3,900. Will be 4,088. Yeah, of course it is the wrong runways in here though. Boris, are we ready for a briefing? A good old departure briefing? Yep, it's gonna be then the Ribbe 1 Charlie. Yep, ready? Oi. 488. Yeah, 4,100 then. Make it easy and simple. 4,100. Yes, departure briefing. We can start off with the taxi out. So this is our airport charts here, 10-9 from 23rd of January 26. So just change something here then. Yeah, so we're parked at stand 1, expecting up straight push, left turn Kilo, right turn November, right on Victor, left on Sierra, and then it's gonna be de-icing Bravo North.
All stations, we're about to start boarding.
Yes, we have got a lot of new hotspots. So that's interesting. So along our taxi route we have hotspot number 5 and hotspot number 6. So that is that's new. So hotspot number 5. So risk of misidentification at the taxiway intersection between taxiway Mike November and taxiway Victor Papa. Pay attention to correct routings and signage. Reduce speed and confirm position if necessary. So yeah, basically it's just that we need to be careful in this area so that we don't mix up Papa Victor, Mike in November, all of, yeah. So it's very important with that. And then hotspot number 6. So use caution, taxiway Sierra with clearance to hold short of de-icing exit. This means to hold short on taxiway Sierra. Yeah, so use caution, taxiway Sierra with clearance to hold short of de-ice exit. This means to hold short on Sierra. Okay, I'm just, if you're holding short on de-icing exit, that means we're just going to be holding short. There. But yeah, no other hotspots, tax restrictions, any notable times. Except that the ILS for 01 left is downgraded to Cat 1. Yeah, nothing else special. RCR not checked. Last time I looked at it was 455, so we would double check and wait and see what it will be. But generally fairly okay, and weather conditions also generally fairly good. For the city, we are expecting the Ribbe 1 Charlie 10-3 Foxtrot from 18th of July 25. So departing on Golf Mike 604, maximum 230, continue to Golf Mike 344, then we book Needham, Lilleba, Nohug, and Ribbe. MSA corrected for temperatures, 4,100 feet, maximum 250 knots, below flight of 100. Unless otherwise instructed. Initial climb 7,000 feet as usual. And the noise abatement number 2, so at 800 feet AGL, we'll go speed increment, break at 220. Distractor flaps is scheduled. Once we're passing about 3,007 feet of QNH, we will close the speed window and continue accelerating. Engine outside will be pretty straightforward with just straight ahead 25 and hold, or as directed by ATC up to 5,000 feet. Weather conditions are looking fairly alright. We do have some close proximity airports. We have Echo Sierra Sierra Delta, I think that's within Sweden. We do also have Torp fairly close. We'll take a closer look at the weather in Torp as well, so we can request that actually. Torp is the closest one, so probably the most preferred alternate airport in case of an emergency. So we will try to divert to Torp, and again, if that is not possible, we do have quite a bit of fuel to divert to somewhere closer within Swedish, within Sweden. We can even go all the way down to like Kristiansand or Bergen or something like that as well. But also should be fairly easy to return back here. All the runways available, and if we desired, and City 1 left is just down to Cat 1, but I'm highly doubt we're going to be able to land with a Cat 3 approach if we are in an emergency. But yeah, again, we should be able to return here, and Torp as well should be fairly good. The latest weather down in Torp at the moment is 200 meters of visibility, so yeah, we will not be able to fly to Torp. But again, that decision we can take at a later point, but just be aware of. The weather in Torp is changing quite a bit, but now it's quite bad, so maybe not. But yeah. Other than that, we have a warning of depends on base criteria for minimum distance to first pay point, in this case got like 604. And the crew must monitor the first to ensure it is not initiated below 1,100 feet. For that today, it is quite slippery on the taxiway, so we'll take it slow and easy, maximum 20 knots, and take it slower if we feel that is desired. We are de-icing the aircraft, so again remember all of the procedures within that. It's going to be a contaminated runway as well, so it's very important that we make sure we are able to, that we stay on the center line and don't use too aggressive rudder inputs during the departure. Also then, if you're rejecting as well, it can be quite slippery, so be very careful with that, especially if you're rejecting in high speed. We could potentially, if you are very high on speed, we could potentially then try to drift the aircraft and try to exit through one of the air taxiways if we see, because there is a motorway or a highway right on the end of the runway, so we'll try to avoid colliding into that. But again, be aware if you're rejecting that, braking action could be quite poor. And we also do have reported severe icing south from Gardermoen, so we need to be very careful. We need to depart with engine anti-ice on, perhaps even wing anti-ice if needed, but that's going to be way off the takeoff. But yeah, other than that, we don't have any other threats. Any questions? No, the now briefing is complete. Are we ready for the emergency briefing? Or correction, we are doing the route check first. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know, we've started bringing the passengers on board.
Thank you. So, route check, we're flying from Oslo to Værnes. We're flying the Ribbe 1 Charlie departure. Continue towards the Ribbe, direct to Gigny, and then Veivod 1 Lima into Trondheim. Ground distance 251 compared to 254, and we are landing with 4.1 tons compared to 3.6. So looking good on fuel as well. Any questions? No, then we can do the emergency briefing. So, emergency briefing. So, below 80 knots, we'll stop the aircraft for any warnings. Above 80 knots, prior to B1, we stop by fire warning, engine failure, predictive windshield warning, or airplane enable and safety flying. If we go stop or stop bar controls, I will close the rest levers, disengage on throttle, apply max when braking or verify the auto brakes, manual rest speed cable, apply max and reverse thrust to stop the aircraft. If we go stop, I verify first is closed, auto disengage, and max braking applied. I'll call speed brakes up, verify reversers, and call the reverser status. I'll call any incomplete items, 80 knots, 6 knots, auto brake disarm, and advise HC off the rejects. Good, then once we got the complete stop, I will slow down the reversers, lower the speed brakes, then we will identify the problem, and I will call out the necessary command and necessary memory items that we may need to accomplish. I'll assist in identify the problem and accomplish any memory items on your command. Good. Then there will be no actions below 40 feet except for cancel any warnings and resting gear when a positive rate. 40 feet, 25 late, outbound track, 190 degrees, 25, and hold or as directed, 5,000 feet. Other than, yeah, and then of course then the rest is as discussed during the departure briefing. Any questions? No. Then our briefing is complete. Let us just go through here, do everything. Yeah, we're cruising at flight level. What flight level are we cruising at again? We're cruising at flight level 320, and the airport elevation is like 50. Ish. Yeah. And then it's going to be 1480. I got to start with light test again though, that's a bit annoying. Always forget that. Yes. You're looking good, you're looking good, and you are looking good. Beautiful. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they set it up.
Yeah, of course, thanks. Yes. Paper checklist to the line. Pins and covers removed, oxygen tested 1%, now transfer the display switches. Normal auto, window heat, on, prestige mode selector, auto, flight instruments, tracking 011, QNH 1015, reading about 685, and that's 69, that's press 5 on the standby. Park brake, set, engine start, levers cut off, taxi takeoff briefing, completed. Paper checklist to the line is complete. Yes. Let me just find out the RCR and we will do some performance calculations. Path. Yeah, again, it doesn't look too bad. It's those 500 meters, but. Path Værnes, we need the meter at Værnes. Landing at Værnes, Trondheim. Trondheim Værnes, probably, that's more correct. Take a wet runway. Winds are currently 137 with a temperature of about 3 degrees. QNH is 1007. 3 degrees and 1007. Path we want in meter. And that is the 1550. Yeah, that's outdated. I'll try to use Bravo 8 as well. Not to mention that. Yes, and 190 left. Be Bravo 8. Winds are 200 at 8, 200 at 8. Get a temperature of -2 and QNH 15. -2 and 1015. And we will be using engine anti-ice. RCR is. Wait. Yeah, I see something that's wrong. We got power online, yeah. So we will request 8 this, and then we will request clearance. Typical that we get power online as well. That was very quick. Information Golf. Generated by PMG. Yeah, that doesn't really help me, PMG. I don't want you to generate the 80s. Departure address, information, kilo. Kilo, and 11 to Halla, and request the ice. Yeah, so RCR on the 1.9er left is actually reported to be a little better than the 4. It's 5.4. Okay, it's 3 on the end, so 5.43. So we go with 3 then. So 5. Yeah, so it's medium. And we got the load sheet, beautiful. Yes, let us just check on the on the weight. So 57.3. We got 57.3 and 63.1, 63.4, and 150 passengers is confirmed, and 6.1 is at twice. Beautiful. And execute that. So our takeoff weight will be 63.9 and 24.6. Yes, let us do a quick PA and then we're good to go. So it's going to be flight time 45 or 50. Let's say 50 minutes. And the weather is looking fairly alright. Mine damer og herrer, god ettermiddag. Mitt navn er Fabian, jeg er kapteinen deres i dag. På AMD Norwegian og resten av besetningen ønsker vi dere hjertelig om bord denne flyvningen til Tromsø-Værnes. Sorry, Trondheim-Værnes er det. Flytid til Trondheim i dag er forventet til å bli rundt ca. 50 minutter. Vi begynner straks så vi er klare for avgang fremme. Vi forventer å dytte til gate om rundt ca. 5 minutter. Så hvis dere vennligst kan sette dere ned og ta på sikkerhetsbeltet, så vil kan besetningen gjennomføre en sikkerhetsbriefing som anbefaler fremme på signalderes sikkerhet ombord. Så dere kanskje ser, så er det noe snøfall ute, så det betyr at vi må avvise flyet før avgang, så forventer en liten ekstra forsinkelse grunnet dette. Vi planlegger for øyeblikket en sørlig avgangsrute, før vi ganske så raskt tar en venstre sving og fortsetter nordover mot Trondheim. Vi forventer en marsjhøyde på rundt 32 000 fot med gode flyforhold, men som alltid vil han få på sikkerhetsrulte på, bare som tilfelle vi kommer bort til en uventet turbulens. Og værforholdene i Trondheim for øyeblikket ser rimelig greit ut. Det er noe svakere vind fra øst, det er rundt 3 grader, og så er det delvis, eller ganske overskyet, og kan potensielt komme noe nedbør. Ellers sitt ned, slapp av, så håper for en veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Fabian, I'm your captain today, and on behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, we want to wish you a warm welcome aboard this flight from Oslo towards Trondheim-Værnes. The line towards Trondheim today is expected to be approximately 50 minutes. We are very shortly ready for departure from here. Expect to push back from the gate in about 5 minutes, so if you may please sit down, take your seatbelt, and the cabin crew will go for a safety briefing that we do encourage you to follow for your own and others to safety on board the aircraft. We're going to be landing ourselves upon departure out of Gardermoen before we continue with a left turn to continue north towards Trondheim. We can expect an cruising altitude for about 32,000 feet with good flying conditions. But as always, we recommend to zip on just in case encountering some unexpected turbulence. And the weather conditions in Trondheim at home looking fairly alright with just some light winds from the east, about 30 degrees centigrade, quite cloudy and some potential of precipitation coming in a little bit later. Otherwise, sit down, relax, and we will enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. Yeah, so it doesn't look like he accepts PDC, so... Yeah, fire up the APU. I think we can just prepare for push already, and the computers just get out of here.
Yes. Wait. Beautiful. Let us just request that clearance. Government Tower, go ettermiddag, Nordic 64 November at stand 11, verification kilo, requesting IFLY clearance to Værnes and require the ice.
Nordic 64 November Tower, hello. Departure information kilo correct. The hold to the ice, require odd levels to Værnes, report requested level.
You take flight level 330, Nordic 64 November.
Nordic 64 November, expect flight level 330, number 1 for clear.
Copy. Okay, 330 instead. Forgot that SimRiff gives us the wrong altitude.
Nordic 6 Echo Juliet, taxi hotel and Delta, stand 28.
Sorry for the loud
Taxi hotel and
AC as
Delta,
well.
stand 28, north 2.
At least it's gonna be the same runway, so...
Juliet.
Can't calculate.
Nordic 541, wind 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
19 right, tail land, Nordic 541.
Nordic 64 November, cleared Værnes, Ribbe 1 Charlie departure, runway 19 left, climb 7,000 feet, squawk 0207.
Nordic 64 November is clear to Værnes, so at Ribbe 1 Charlie departure at 19 left, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 0207.
Nordic 64 November, Ribbe correct.
0207, 7,000 feet, and we got the performance, and that's going to be then a D rate 22k, 90.2. It is a D rate 2, yeah, 22k. Can get rid of that air conditioning unit, we have our own pack. There we go, and then we have 89.3, 89.3, beautiful. Flaps 1, trim 5.2, 25, 43, 49, 25, 44, 49, acceleration altitude 800 feet. Again, 22k, 22k, 89.3, 89.3, and -2 is checked. Flaps 1, 1, 5.2, and then 25, 44, 49, 25, 43, 49. Acceleration altitude 800 feet, and 1480 is set on both sides. There you go, performance is checked, we're good to go. Yes, and pre for checklist below the line. Fuel, we have 6,100 kilos on board, pumps on, passenger signs set, auto brake, RTO, CDP cars completed, take speeds, V1 125, V1 144, V2 149. MSP, V2 1
Nordic 541, taxi
49,
hotel
heading
and
102,
Delta,
altitude
stand
7,000
60.
feet. Pre for checklist complete.
Hotel Delta, stand 60, Nordic 541.
Yeah, boarding is not complete. What? It's just those two that is the problem. But how can we get rid of those? That's the thing. We are like stuck to the aircraft. Like, there's no way we can just force them away neither. That's the problem. The only way is to restart GSX actually. That's a little bit annoying actually that that won't work correctly, but yeah. Everything can't work. I've noticed that. There we go, now it should work. No. So there we go, beautiful. And those are no longer there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, thank you.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, scope it on with pressurized hydraulics. And we have pressure. Beautiful. And before
Locking gear.
start checklist. Yes, select the door. Close locked, doors windows. Close locked, anti-collision light on, transponded. Set. Radeon trim free and 0 before start checklist complete. Nordic 6-4 November requesting push and start.
Nordic 6-4 November, push and start approved, QNH 1015.
Push and start with QNH 1015 Nordic 6-4 November. Yes, copy, clear push, brake set.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes please.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Thank you, we start 2 and 1 in sequence.
Tower, go back on 7 on mic stand 81, ready for start. Scandinavian 7 out of mic, tower, hello, QNH 1015, push and start approved. Push and start approved, QNH 1015, Scandinavian 7 on mic.
Reset parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Roger, stand by. Starting it out. Starting number 2. Correction number 1.
Perfermance Tower, Viking 4777, good evening, sir.
Viking 4777 Tower, good evening. Information key.
Information kill on board, stand number 76, request have a clearances filed.
Viking 4777, cleared Gothenburg.
Started, get out.
Charlie departure, runway 1 minor
Cockpit
left.
2 good and such, you can disconnect.
Squawk 6123.
Unlocking gear.
Fox start to Charlie departure from runway 1 and left. Initial climb 7000, squawk 6123, Viking 4777, copy, thank you.
Viking 4777, feedback correct, do you require the ice?
Negative.
Roger.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yes, thanks for the help. Have a fantastic evening. Bye. There you go. I got the gap in before taxi checklist. For taxi checklist. Generators on, probeat on, anti-ice off, aircon and press, Pax auto, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall checked, engine start levers, alternate, flight controls, check off the de-ice, ground equipment, clear, yeah, flaps up, and APU off before taxi checklist complete. Nordic 6 November requesting taxi.
Nordic 6 November, taxi Echo, Hotel Yankee and Victor, hold short Romeo.
Taxi Echo Hotel Yankee and Victor hold short to Romeo Nordic 6 November. Right clear, left clear. Taxi Echo Hotel Yankee.
Scandinavian 79er Mike, taxi Romeo, Victor Sierra to the ice, Bravo North.
Romeo Victor Sierra to the ice.
Hello.
79er Mike.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's seated and secured for takeoff.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes. Så jag kontaktar den Echo Hotel Yankee and Victor.
Viking 4777, request pushback and start up.
Viking 4777, push and start approved, QNH 1015.
QNH 1015, push and start approved, Viking 4777.
It's very contaminated, that's for sure. Right clear. Take it slow and easy. It's better that than skidding off the taxiway. And then on hotel is the next, okay. Left clear, right clear. Yes, left clear, right clear.
Nordic 64 November, taxi Yankee, Victor and Sierra to Bravo North.
Taxi Yankee, Victor Sierra to Bravo North and Nordic 64 November. And then we continue Sierra to Bravo North. Right clear, left clear. Left clear, right clear. Right clear. We're past uniform. And speed, maximum 20.
Viking 4777 ready for taxi.
Viking 4777, taxi holding point Bravo 8, runway 19 left via Delta, Papa and Tango.
Taxi to holding point Bravo 8 via Delta Papa Tango 1, runway 19 left, Scandinavian 4777.
Right clear, left clear. And left is clear. Left turn into the bay. Yeah, it's gonna be the first one here then. 9 and 9 and 3. Yeah, spark brake set. Before the de-icing checklist. Yes, before the de-icing checklist. APU off, flaps up, no light, stabilizer trim, 5.2 units, engine bleeder switches. Off, AP bleeder switch, off, local light, off, row 44 not installed. Before the de-icing checklist complete.
Passing vehicles are coming now.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment.
Mod. Yes, affirm, we are ready.
We begin treatment now and observe. Fluid type 2. Concentration at 100%. I will call you back when ready.
Yes, ready, thank you. So we are using 100%, it's below minus, yeah, so it's -3 and above, 100%, we have 1 hour of all over time. 1 hour to 1 hour 35. So 1 hour then, yeah, that's plenty, so. You don't need to worry too much about the holdover time, so that's a positive thing. I think we maybe should increase the cost next. Just maybe. We take, just into body.
Viking 4777, via Bravo 8, line up, runway 19 left.
Wrong.
Line up, runway 19 left, Viking 4777.
Yeah, apologies for this. So, warning, I will disconnect the headset, so I'll warn you for the sound. 3, 2, 1, and now.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing code is fluid type 2. Concentration at 100%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Yes, thank you for the help. Have a fantastic evening. See you later.
Viking 4777, winds 210 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Viking 4777.
Scandinavian 79 Mike, the
Scandinavian 79 Mike, via Bravo 9er, line up, runway 19 left.
Aviat 993.
Bravo 9er, line up on my left.
993, yeah. Flaps 1, flight control check.
Skyline Tower, good evening, Blue Air 2983, 5 miles out, runway ILS, runway 19 right, with information Foxtrot.
After the icing checklist.
We're 2983, tower below, runway 19 right, clear to land,
Roford will not install, engine bleed the switches after 1 minute.
Clear to land, runway 19 right, expect parking 72, Blue Air 2983.
1 minute confirm, on. Logo lights, off, flight controls, checked, and flaps. 1 plan, 1 green. APU correction after the icing checklist complete. Oh, sorry.
First Viking 4777, contact Polaris 127.25 Cyberbank.
127.255, Viking 4777. Goodbye, thank you.
Wizz Air 908 Foxtrot Zulu Tower, hello, departure information Lima, do you require DI?
No.
Roger, number 1 for clearance, break, Scandinavian 79er, runway 19 left, cleared for takeoff, winds 210 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear takeoff, 19 left, Scandinavian several Mike.
Nordic 6 for November at Bay 993, request taxi.
Nordic 6 for November, taxi Bravo 9er, runway 19 left.
Bravo 9 1 on the left, Nordic 6 for November. Yes, right clear, left clear. Yeah, we have an hour on the holdover, so we have plenty of time. So there is no rush to get out of here at least. I mean, that's just positive, isn't it? Yeah, we are not really moving, are we? I think there's a slight uphill there as well. There we go. Now we are moving. Yes, left clear and right clear. Right clear.
Blue Air 2983, taxi November and hotel stand 72.
Taxi stand 72 via November, Hotel Blue Air 2983.
City cabin before take checklist.
Nordic 64 November, line up, runway 19 left.
Line up on the left, Nordic 64 November.
Wizz Air 908 Foxtrot Zulu, cleared Warszawa, Oxat to Charlie departure, runway 19 left, climb 7,000 feet, scope 4552.
Go weather am I?
Actually, forward, slow departure, runway 19 left, and departure, Oxford to Charlie, initial altitude, 7,000 feet.
Left is clear, right is clear. Before take checklist. Flaps. One plan, one green, establish room, 5.2 units.
Break, Nordic
Cap call,
64
giving.
November, winds 210
Before
degrees,
take
8 knots,
please.
runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, on the left, Nordic 64 November. The weather is a little bit broken.
Scandinavian 79 MI, contact Polaris control,
Yes, are we ready?
127.255, so long.
I'm ready.
17255, so long, Scandinavian 79 Mike.
Carbon Tower, hello, Scandinavian 1466, ILS 1 on your right.
Scandinavian 1466, tower, hello, expect parking 43, winds 210 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Expect parking 43 and 1 on your right,
Yes,
to clear
ready.
land, Scandinavian
Take off.
1466.
Yes, setting thrust. Press set. Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Speed into vent, 220 knots, 220 set. Flaps up, speed checked.
Nordic 64 November, contact Polaris 127.255, so long.
Polaris 127.255 Nordic 64 November, ha det bra. Yeah, close the speed window. And automatic gauge 127.255. And flaps up, no lights. Let's go, god kväll Nordic 64 November, passing 5,000 for 7,000 feet.
64 November, Polaris control, new scope, did you duplicate scope 5314?
5314 Nordic 64 November. 5314, oj då. 5314.
6 for November, identified, climb flat level 330 direct Gigni.
Climb 330 direct to Gigni, Nordic 6 for November. Out into vent. set. Gigni. Confirm. Execute. Set standard after takeoff checklist. And engine anti-ice off. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds. All packs. Auto landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up the light altimeters. Passing through flight of 85. Now. Plus -0 after takeoff checklist complete.
Flight 358 via Bavad, clear left, runway 1 on your right.
Polar wings, 358. Triple ILS.
Yes, that's looking good.
Skinner 1902, when ready, descend flight level 160.
When ready, descend flight level 160, Skinner 1902.
Beautiful, we're finally out of... Wait, that was not... yeah. Yeah, we are finally out of Gardermoen. So that is good. Then it's just the preparations for the landing in Varnes. I thought we should probably wait a little bit for the METAR, just so we have the latest one. But the last one, what did it say about the weather conditions there? In regards to temperature, okay, 30 degrees, so no temperature corrections are required. Okay, but that's a good start. Let us just check the RFCR at Varnes. Yeah, right, we have that one again. No, that's down here. And general. Yes, Varnes. I-433. So it's 100% slush with a depth of 3 millimeters. If you can go with... Yeah, that's 433, so that's got to be then medium. 6543, yeah.
Skyline 700 Mike, Unicom bye-bye.
Go with the...
Unicom bye-bye, Skyline 700
I
Mike.
can calculate with the idle reverse, but I'm actually
Viking
needed.
4777, contact Houston Unicom bye-bye.
Engine anti, I saw.
Unicom, Scandinavian 4777. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
And what's going to be the climb gradient? 5%? Yeah, I think we will go with that, 5%. That's going to give us a minimum of 235 feet. Oh no, 235. I can turn off the seatbelts. Yes, just confirm the routing and then we are good. Yes. Rutka, 7 above, and then it's gonna be Victor Alpha 413. And then to Mediv, so then Nediv to 20B, Victor Alpha 412 and Mediv 6000 above to 20, 411, and Victor Alpha 410, and then to Bamboo 4000 above. Beautiful, and then 220, yes, and then Lambo maximum 220, and then you, and then the missed approach is just 4000. I'm expecting vectors, so basically straight ahead vectors. 4000. Yeah, that's still looking good. And we have the glide path for the boost. Yeah, beautiful. If you're expecting though a direct towards Bamboo after where is the Rutka again? Rutka is there. Yeah, something like this.
Following 358, contact Garmon Tower 18.305.
kilos, so 61.3, 61.3.
Scandinavian 1902, clear direct Bavad, descent at 120.
Proceed direct to Bavad and descend to flight level 120, Scandinavian 1902.
Yes, we are not really looking great on time, I must say, but hey, not do much with that, can we? Tried our best. The worst thing is that after you're done your departure with everything, then suddenly ATC comes online. That's like the worst possible scenario. Yeah, it's quite annoying. There you go, now that is updated. Okay. You can try to request the latest 80s now, I think. So TWIP. So that the latest meets are PMDG. Yes. What stand are we expecting? We are 773 on the return. Stand 32, yeah, of course. What did I expect? I'll just use the weather information we have from this one, and that should be fine. We have the 50. Okay. So winds are 13 at 6. 130 at 6. And temperature is 3. QNH is 1007. Yes, calculate. We'll just use this for the briefing, and I will update our meter at a later point when we have that available. 1007 and 1007. Oh, they're breaking through those clouds though. Right, that was a bit too... There we go. Yeah, we can turn off engine anti-ice though. Yeah, I think we'll go with full reverse first. That's a yeah, that's looks like a good idea. I'm not gonna lie. Flaps 30, 147 minus 5 is 142. 143 works as well. We're going auto brake 3. Yes. Are we ready for an approach briefing? Okay, approach briefing. We'll start off with the star. We are expecting the Bevolt 1 Lima arrival, chart tenders to Bravo, effective 12th of June 25. So we're coming in via Bevolt above flight of 100. Continue route above 7,000 feet. Victor Alpha 413. Then to Nediv, maximum to 20. Victor Alpha 412, 1000. And then to Bediv, maximum to 20, 6,000 above. Victor Alpha 411, Victor Alpha 410. And then to Bamboo 4,000 above. And that's going to be the initial approach of things. MSA is going to be 5,800 feet. And we are expecting the Bamboo, so we expect to be quite a bit. A quite high above profile, so be aware of that. For the approach, we're expecting the ILS for the 100, correction for 09 it is. Chart 11-1, from 30 for June 25. We're coming in for Bamboo, initial approach fix, maximum to 20 knots, continue descending towards Lambo, the intermediate fix, maximum to 20 there as well. And be aware we're turning at a 9.4 mile final instead of a 10 mile. Revetting is 086 degrees, ILS is 3.1, 0.3, 086 is at triple and 1103 is also set triple.
Scanning 1902, descend 5,000 feet.
Kinetic is usual, minimums 235 feet with a missed approach time gradient of minimum 5%. It's going to be a transition level of 80 for the mist, straight ahead 4,000 and expected vectors. If you are below 3,000 feet at 12.2 DME Tango Oscar, the ILS me, then we'll take a left turn and continue heading on 41 degrees, and everything is in the computer. And minimum 160 until 40 me as well as minimum. Landing with flaps 31, 43 on the VDF, in correction 5 and 148. Auto brake 3 and second detent reverse thrust. Taxi, airport charge 10-9, effective 27th of November 25. Landing 09, vacating hopefully Alpha 6, but most likely Alpha 8. Taxiing Yankee, then to stand 3-2. No hotspots, taxi restrictions, and we'll look through the no times in just a few moments. RCR is reported to be 443, so it's quite bad. So again, we'll probably expect to be using pretty much the entire runway for landing.
3143, polaris control, hello. Clear to...
No times as well, it's going to be...
via the El Copon Gulf departure, initial climb.
IFR-354 is currently active, so be aware
Roger,
of
report your requested cruise.
Wait, that was not correct. Yeah, where is my flight plan?
Oscar 153, you filed 1,200 feet as your cruise altitude, so just to report your request the cruise level.
Yeah, we requested 1,200.
Oh yeah, no, you need to go much higher than that. Would you be able to flight level 200?
Yeah, so it's up to 1,500 feet. So it is all the way up to 1,500 feet from ground level. So be aware of that. We are not expected to be flying through it, but for some reason, if we suddenly need to do a right turn out of track, then be aware of the danger area on that, in the vicinity there. For today, we can start off on the ground. It's going to be the runway condition and the weather conditions generally. It is fairly contaminated on the runway, so we need to be very careful with direction control and braking of the aircraft. Again, we also expect to be using the entire runway, or pretty much the entire runway for landing. So we need to be very careful with that. Also, taxi as well, max 20 knots. And in case it's slippery, we'll take it even slower as well if we feel that is necessary. It is also reported severe icing on the approach. So we will need to be very careful with icing conditions and look carefully through it. So we are sure that we don't build up too much ice on the aircraft. So it may be a possibility that we can't retract the flaps. So after landings, if we're flying through severe icing during the approach, we will not retract the flaps after landing and de-ice the aircraft before departure, so we are sure that we are not damaging the flap mechanisms. So remember that, do not retract the flaps before we finish with de-icing the aircraft. Other than that, terrain in the vicinity as well. I'm quite used to that by now, so nothing significant, but it's also quite poor visibility or quite a low cloud ceiling, so we need to be very careful with that. Actually, when I think about it, let us just see where that segment is. That's going to be 2,502 surface. Yeah, so we will not retract the flaps after landing because of icing conditions. We will remain them out and then we'll de-ice the aircraft before departure and then set the correct flap setting after that. But yeah, that should mainly be it. No other threats. Any questions? No, then our briefing is complete.
Scandinavian 36 Papa, contact Sweden Control 131, decimal 130.
131.130 for Sweden Control. Bye bye, Scandinavian 36 Papa.
Nordic 6 for November, Unicom, bye bye.
Unicom Nordic 6 for November, ha det bra. Okay, we can descend out to flight level 100.
Scandinavian 78 Lima, Polaris Control, clear direct Tango November
100 set, and alt intervent, and then we have Venus speed arm.
Okay, just confirm that's Tango November.
Correct. Mr. 21 Yankee Hotel, contact Polaris Control 1.
Beautiful, 128. So again, we need to be a little bit cautious with icing during the approach. We can now request the latest weather. Now we should have that available. Varnes. And the temperature now, there we go, minus 53. Okay. There we go. So METAR, we currently have the light drizzle, so we need engine anti-ice for landing as well. So we'll just do a recalculation here. Engine anti-ice on. Winds are currently 106. Recent rain. Yeah. Let us do the descent checklist. Set checklist. Precision landing altitude 50 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake 3. Landing data. VRF 143 minimums 235 feet. Approach briefing completed. The set checklist complete. Yeah, let's do a quick PA then. So we should be landing. Yeah, there's no one else coming in, so we can go direct towards Bamboo straight away. Bamboo, confirm, execute. So then we'll be landing at 54, so slightly behind schedule. We will be parking at about 10 between 10 and 15 minutes behind schedule at the gate. And the weather conditions: light winds, 3 degrees, some light rain. Engine and the eyes on, please. Mine damer og herrer, dette er Kaptein Snakker. En liten oppdatering fremme fra cockpit. Som dere kanskje har lagt merke til, så har vi begynt nedstigningen vår ned mot Trondheim-Værnes, og vi har for øyeblikket ventet å lande om rundt ca. 20 minutter. Værforholdene i Trondheim for øyeblikket ser rimelig greit ut. Det er noe svakere vind kommende fra øst med rundt 3 grader, og så er det noe lett regnbyger over Trondheim for øyeblikket. Utenom det, vi forventer for øyeblikket å parkere ved gaten cirka rundt mellom 10 til 15 minutter bak skjema, så vi beklager for denne forsinkelsen, og håper ikke at den altså får innvirkning på deres planer gjennom kvelden. Utenom det, som alltid, vi håper at veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Takk for at dere har flyet med oss i dag. Vi håper vi ser en for neste flytur, og så ønsker en fantastisk kveld videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. A quick update from the flight deck. As we noticed, we now start our descent down towards Trondheim-Værnes, and we're expected to be landing in approximately 20 minutes. The weather conditions in Trondheim at most looking fairly alright, with some light winds from the east. It is about 3 degrees centigrade and some light rain at the moment. I currently expect to be parking at the gate about 10 to 15 minutes behind schedule, so do apologize for this slight delay, and we hope that it haven't impacted your future plans for the evening. Otherwise, as always, we hope to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. We do thank you for choosing us today. We hope to see you again on the next flight, and we wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you. Yes, again, we need to be a little bit careful with the icing conditions then. Don't see anything. Not really. Yes, so it's going to be stand 3-2, and yeah, we're pretty much good to go. One of the few times we're able to do that, approach briefing fairly early. Yeah, we can go level change. And we can speed up to 320 knots. And 40, 50, 54, yeah, 15 minutes. can start reducing down again to 300 knots. Yeah, we can rather start reducing in V now actually. Continue descending down to flight level 90. 90 set. Yes. VNAV select. And there we go, VNAV speed. Going to reduce our speed a little bit. Speed into enter to 50 knots to 50 sets. There we go, VNAV path, FMC speed, beautiful. Passing flight level 100. One fast, we continue descending down to 4,000 feet. 4,000 set, QNH 1007. Set, cross-checked, approach checklist. Altimeters, passing flight level 94, now. That's +5 on the standby. Approach briefing completed. Just want to confirm. Yep, good. Beautiful. Check the wing again. Can't see any ice buildup, so it's looking good. And the Viper as well seems to be fine. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good. Again, remember we will not retract the flaps after landing due to icing conditions. We'll inspect them first. I imagine we will just leave them out until we finish the icing. No, we can't really do that neither though. We don't want the icing fluid in the flap tracks. Engine anti-ice off. Yes, 1000. Continue descending down to 2,900 feet. 2,900 cents. And speed to 20. 26. The main sides. Flaps 1, speed check. Speed check, good. 1,000. Flaps 5, speed checked. 180. 80 set. Flaps 5 set. Approach arm. Follow capture, close up capture. Mr. Boris altitude 4,000 feet, 4,000 set. And engine anti-ice on. Venice traffic, Nordic 64 November, established ILS 09, 8 miles out, Venice. Good.
2,500.
Yes, are they alive QNH 1007? Get down, flap 15, speed checked. 160 knots set. Landing checklist to flaps. Cabin crew, sit for landing, please. Land shift to flaps, chemical given, engine start switches. Continuous, speed brakes armed. Landing gear down, holding at flaps. Flaps ready, speed checked. Complete land checklist. Flaps. Ferdig planned, ferdig green. Land check complete. Venice traffic, Nordic 6 for November, short final, runway 09, Venice. Yes. 1000, we are stable and clear to land.
1000.
Disengaging.
Approaching minimums.
Contact.
Minimums. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. 2 reversers. 79%. 100 knots. 80 knots. Manual braking. 60 knots. There we go. Welcome to Venice. 40 minutes. Yeah, that was actually a much better braking action than I thought. So we probably improved a little bit. Not complaining about that. Left clear, right clear. Venice traffic, Nordic 6 for November, runway 09 vacant at Venice. Well, that was a landing aircraft, but that was just some light poles again. Stand 3, 2. No, and videre. And then here as well, stand 3, 2.
Where is the stuck? 7162 on La Plaza, runway 09, 8 miles.
Yeah, but it was a bit better than I expected it to be, so that's very good. Well, the weather was going to be bad here as well, but no, it ended up actually being fairly good. Need to improve a little bit on my taxi. Park brake set, shuttle number 2. Yes, ground power available. And shuttle number 1.
The boarding requested.
Yes, shuttle checklist to the line. Fuel pumps off, probe heat off, auto paddle set, flaps 30, green light, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off, weather radar off. Shuttle checklist to the line is complete. Beautiful. Flight time 1 hour and 4 minutes. One hour and 4 minutes. Yes, then it's just the last flight remaining. The return towards Gardermoen. Yes, so we'll do the first. We'll then check the condition of the flaps and see if we can retract them or not. If we can, we will just retract them accordingly. So wait to see what he will find out. Of course, Simbrief is a little bit bugged. That's nice. There we go, and then we can just get you ready. Oh man, come on! Vatsim is a little bit moody today, if you can call it that. Oh yeah, I need to click on that. Yeah, of course, and then it crashes, and then the second try works. Normally it does. Yeah, now it did as well. Fantastic. Yes. So then the flight plan is all good in here. Let us just finish up the EFB. Yeah, start thinking about the fuel we should take towards Gardermoen. Yeah, you reset yourself automatically. Yeah, that was actually perfect. Yes, we will set you over to the speaker like that. Settings. Oh, no, we will be 3 Delta Bravo. 3 Delta Bravo. Okay, so minimum fuel towards Oslo today is going to be 5 tons. So do you guys have any suggestions on the fuel side? 5 tons is the minimum at least. Yeah, of course they did a nice shortcut. I mean, I can't blame them. Let us just check the weather at Gardermoen and see what that will look like. And the weather at our alternate as well. So Gardermoen, yeah, 5,000 mist overcast of 300. Yeah, we do have cat free available. And for Bergen, that should be fairly good. Yeah, it's 9,000 rain. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm happy with flight plan fuel if you guys are. So that's going to be 5 tons. 5,000 kilos. That should be plenty. Beautiful. So we're flying from Værnes to Oslo. We're going to be Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Departure 09 Utuna 1 Alpha. After Utuna, it is going to be, that's there. That is to Tutby. Tutby, and then to Belgu. Belgu. And then arrival into Gardermoen, expecting ILS 1 on the right, Belgu 3 Mike, and then via Bava. We can take Boston X40 since we are delayed. Final reserves will be 2.6. And zero fuel weight 61.9. Cruising altitude flight level 310. And top of climb, there we go. 26478, 26478, and minus 53. Disregard. Værnes, actually no, it's got to be another one. It's got to be Tango Oscar, isn't it? I'll just check with the engine outside. So Værnes, and it's going to be runway 09. Yeah, so it's going to be straight ahead. 3DME, Tango Oscar. Yeah. Tango Oscar, Værnes, ILS DME, 3DME. And then a left turn towards Alenu. And then we can just insert the Alenu holding. So, hold Alenu. So Alenu, left turns 156, 156, left turns, and we are going to be climbing up to, what should we say? MSA 5008, yeah, we can go 6,000 feet then. 6,000. Excellent. Yeah, it's going to be flight level 320 then. Yeah, it says flight level 310 in the flight plan, didn't it? Yeah, but then we go flight level 320. Yeah, right. Yeah, so 320. I'll just get that here. 320. And let me just modify that flight plan. To flight level 320. Yeah, we don't need you. Oh yeah, right. It didn't let me modify it very well. Let me do it from BFB then. Yes, there we go, and it's going to be then flight level. Where in the world is that? Yeah, there we go. That'll be 32,000 feet. And we will file you again. Boom. Beautiful. That is all good. I think we should be pretty good for briefing. Is the fuel truck on its way? Yeah. Yes. Let me just get the 25 ring like we are used to, and using reserve fuel we can disregard that. Yes, ready for the departure briefing. Yeah, we should maybe get self-fully cargo working first, actually. Just a thought. While we do that, I can go through the routing and see if it works. 6, yes, P-sub, 220B, 603, 604, and a 2 now. And there was no thing specific on an engine out. No, sorry, no, noise abatement, no it isn't. Oh yeah, I forgot to... I hate that I need to do that. I need to manually dismiss the passengers myself. That's a bit annoying. Then we can start going through all of this then while we're waiting. There we are at the 60, yes, it's 7, yeah, so 870 then. Good, that's all looking good. Yes, beautiful. Forgot the light as well. Yes, fantastic. Then we're ready for a briefing. If we can just get all of these passengers off the aircraft. There you go. Just wait for this to finish, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We got 6.1 tons. Oh yeah, forgot to. It says simply okay, but I forgot to reload it nevertheless. Yeah. So it's going to be 5 tons. And enable cruising altitude disregard. Yeah, how are we looking with the icing? Yeah, okay, so we're good on icing. Yeah, fantastic. We request the ground to retract the flaps then. Cockpit ground. Yeah, request to pressurize hydraulics so we can retract the flaps after the icing inspection. Yes, thank you, pressurize, and we will call when we are unpressurizing. So pressurize 1 and 2. And we got a refill warning on the... Okay, yeah, and we check the flaps. Flaps up. Hello?
Hello, Captain. We're all done back here. Everyone's offloaded. Bring landing my way. We barely felt anything.
Thank you.
Give me a call if you need anything else.
Of course. Yeah, it doesn't look like we need to retract, it's just the hydraulics being stuck at different places around the system. So, yeah, it's quite expected. It's quite typical on these aircrafts. Oh yeah, wait, we need to add them in. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely the B system that really suffers from the hydraulics. Oh, sorry, from the flaps. But yeah, there you go. Flaps up, all that. Program we're pretty finished. We will unpressurize. And yeah, copy when we are finished. We have unpressurized completely now, and you are completely out there. And we are finished with refueling. So then we can do our departure briefing. Departure briefing. There we go, started raining as well. Beautiful. Made our day much better now. Yeah, it's +3, so we actually don't need to de-ice. And it looked good on the aircraft side as well, so don't think we need to do that. Yes, departure briefing. Airport charge 10-9, effective 27th of November 25. So we're Protestant Antonito. Expect the straight push, right turn on to Yankee, and then we'll go full length via Alpha 1. Runway 09. And hotspots, taxi restrictions, or any applicable load times on the ground here in Venice. RCO last time I checked was 554, so looking fairly good. But yeah, just wait a moment here. Just stand by. Hello.
Hello, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes. Yeah. At the moment we don't need the ice. We have checked on the inspection for the aircraft. It looked good. It is it's 3 degrees and it's raining. So yeah, it's 3 degrees.
All stations prepare to start boarding.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we'll just de-ice. It's better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? So, slight changes. We're going to be pushing, then left turn down on the Whiskey, and then it's going to be the de-icing apron down here. I'm not sure what way we're going to be facing. If we're going to be facing east or west. I imagine we are probably facing to the west, so that means we need to taxi up Yankee down Kilo and then onto the de-icing apron. And then finish taxiing down by Whiskey Yankee Alpha 109. And the rest remains the same. SID expecting due to Naval Alpha departure, chart 10-3 Foxtrot, effective 12th of June 25. Departing straight out on the heading 086 degrees to Victor Alpha 601. Then towards P-Sud, maximum 220 knots, continue to Victor Alpha 603, Victor Alpha 604, and a 2 knot. MSA 5,800 feet, and it's going to be maximum 250 knots below flight 100 as usual. And initial climb clearance is 6,000 feet. Be aware of a danger area that is currently active here in this area, up towards 3,000 feet. So if you're suddenly deviating from the SID, be aware of that danger area currently active. Other than that, nothing else special for the departure. Engine outside, we're going to be 3DME from Tango Oscar, the ILSME for 09. Left turn to Alenu 156 inbound, 6,000 feet, maximum 180 knots, first 2 turns. This should be pretty straightforward, should be able to return back here without any significant problems neither. So pretty straightforward for today. So yeah, nothing else for the engine outside, and yeah, we're already pretty much all good for a landing on 09. And we expect to be departing up below the maximum landing weight as well. So, for the threat today, first of all, it is going to be the terrain. As we see, it's a bit of terrain in the vicinity, so we need to be a little bit careful. So we are sure that we don't hit anything. Forward on, we have an area, a segment. We can actually check if that is still valid. But it was reported with severe icing earlier today. Yeah, and that is still valid. And it's going to be from surface to 2,005 feet. So yeah, okay. So for the departure, we do have an area with severe icing here up to 2,500 feet. So be aware of that. So we need to be very careful and look out for icing indeed. And but yeah, other than that, we don't have any threats for the departure. Any questions? Probably not. Now briefing is sorry. Then we can continue on to the route check. Gets that. The route check is going to be the flying Værnes to Gardermoen. 09, yes, and it's going to be Tuna 1 Alpha, then the Tuna direct to Titby, and then it's going to be direct to Belgu, and then the Belgu free mic to Gardermoen. Ground distance is 235 compared to 231, that's close enough. Landing 2.9 tons. and we have done 2.8 in here. So that's looking absolutely good. So then, are there any questions? If not, now briefing is complete. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding now, and the passengers are being seated.
Thank you. Clear checklist to the line. Fancy cores removed, oxygen to 1%, now transfer and display switches. Normal auto, window heat, on, presentation mode selector, auto, light instruments, we are tracking 175 degrees QNH 1007, reading about 38 feet, and that's 43, so that's +5 on the standby. Park brake set, engine side levers cut off, and taxi takeover briefing completed. Paper checklist to the line is complete. Beautiful. We'll request the weather for both airports, and then we are good. Begin with Gardermoen. PMDG. We can begin with the weather at Gardermoen. So yeah, that's 5,000 mist. So yeah, Gardermoen. It's runway 1 on the right for landing. It's going to be a wet runway minimum. 21 at 10, 21 at 10. With a temperature of -1 and QNH is 14, -1 and 1014. And then the weather for Værnes. Yeah, so winds are then 110 at 4, light rain, terrain degrees 1007. Yes, that runway is what did I say? 10 at 4. Temperature is 3 and QNH 1007. 3 and 1007. But yeah, so we have the latest weather for Gardermoen, and yeah, are we still boarding? Yeah, we are. Mine damer og herrer, god kveld. Mitt navn er Fabian, jeg er kaptein deres i dag. Og på vegne av Norwegian og resten av besetningen ønsker vi dere hjertelig om bord denne flyvningen til Oslo lufthavn. Flyttet til Oslo i kveld er forventet å bli rundt ca. 45 minutter. Vi begynner straks med klar for avgang her fremme. Vi venter bare på de siste passasjerene skal få kommet seg ombord, og bakken får lastet og losset opp flyet. Vi venter å dytte ut av gaten om rundt ca. 5-10 minutter, så hvis dere vennligst kan sette dere ned, ta på sikkerhetsfeltet, så vil kabinbesetningen gjennomføre en sikkerhetsdemonstrasjon som vi anfaller fremme på for ingen andres sikkerhet ombord. På grunn av værforholdene her i Trondheim så må vi avvise fly for avgang, så det blir en liten ekstra forsinkelse grunnet dette. Vi planlegger for øyeblikket en østlig avgangsrute før vi fortsetter sørover mot Oslo. Forventer marsjer på rundt 32 000 fot med gode flyforhold. Men som alltid vil anfall for sikkerhetsfeltet på, bare sånn det tilfelle kommer bort til nyfødt turbulens. Og værforholdene i Oslo for øyeblikket ser rimelig greit ut. Det er noe lavere sikt. En del lytterne kommer fra sør-vest, og -1 grad for øyeblikket. Ellers, slapp av, så får du veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Fabian. I'm your captain today. On behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, we want to wish you a very welcome on this flight to Oslo Gardermoen. Flight towards Gardermoen today is expected approximately 45 minutes. We are shortly ready for departure from there. Expected to be pushing back from the gate in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. So if you may please sit down, take your seatbelts, and the cabin crew will go for the safety briefing that we do encourage you to follow if you on the safety aboard the aircraft. Due to the weather conditions here in Trondheim, we do need to de-ice the aircraft before departure, so that we are slightly longer delay due to this. We're currently planning an eastbound departure out of Værnes before continuing southbound towards Oslo. expect to be cruising at approximately 32,000 feet with good flying conditions. But as always, we do recommend to zip us on just in case encountering some unexpected turbulence. And the weather conditions in Oslo most looking fairly good with just some light winds from the southwest, about -1 degree centigrade, and there's some low visibility as well with some slight snowfall. Otherwise, relax and hope you enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. Hello.
Hi there, Captain. All the passengers are now on board.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. I'll wait with you as soon as they send it up.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, we're waiting for the load sheet then, really. Engine and also. Train, hello, welcome, good evening. You doing well? Yeah, that's correct. We are on the return now. That's right. Yes. Then we're just waiting for boarding then. So we are pretty much ready to go, and we can fire up the APU while we're waiting at least, so we can utilize the time as much as possible. There we go, it looks like boarding is finished. Hard to tell. Hello, finished. Yeah, no one is over on the other side, so. Okay, so we can go in here. Yeah, exactly. 61.9. Wait, no, 61. There we go. So, city fuel weight 60. Now, where did I get 61.9 from? Oh yeah, that was our takeoff weight. It was correct. 57.1. It was correct. So the aircraft was correct. I was wrong. There you go. 57.1. Beautiful. That makes sense why it didn't. Yeah. And 62.1, 61.9. Yeah, that's looking good. So we can execute that, and it's going to be 20.5. And takeoff weight is going to be then 62.6, and it's going to be 24.5. Yes, that will be at 22k, now assumed 89.8, 89.9, yes, and plus 3 degrees is confirmed. Flaps 1 for departure, trim at 5.2, 33, 41, 48, 33, 42, 48. So, 22k, 89.9, 89.8, and 3 degrees is confirmed. Flaps 1, 1, and 5.2, 33, 41, and 48, 33, 42, and 48. Acceleration altitude 800 feet and 870 feet is set on both sides. Performance is checked, we are good to go. Checklist below the line. Here we have 6 collection, 5,000 kilos on board, pumps on, passenger design set, auto brake, RTO, city moving aircraft completed, takeoff speeds V1 133, VR 142, V2 148. MSP V2 148, heading 086 degrees, altitude 6,000 feet. Triple checklist complete.
Yes! Oi, that was a nice voice crack. Yes.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, thank you.
All stations, please arm doors.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yes, Roger, thank you. Pressurized hydraulics. And there we go. And we have pressure. Fantastic. Before start checklist.
Locking gear.
Flight door. Close the locked doors and windows. Close the locked anti-collision light. On transponder. Set Radeon trim free and 0 before start checklist complete. So yeah, we'll also then look at the latest weather when we have or after we are de-iced. We have some time then. Venice traffic, Nordic, 3 Delta Papa, correction 3 Delta Bravo, push start out of stand free to Venice.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yes, we're ready, brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Thank you, we'll start to one in sequence. Rains quite well here. Starting number 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yes, Roger, standby. Starting it out. Starting number 1. Starting it out. Cockpit take down, we have 2 good engine starts, so you can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Come on. There we go. Yeah, what chart will that be? That will be on the parking stands. Trondheim, taxi, parking stands. Yeah, so it's got to be mic 1 then.
Tow truck disconnected.
Oh yeah, wait, we are still in pushback.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yes, thank you, look for the pin. Have a fantastic evening. See you later. Bye. There we go, got the airpin. Before taxi, checklist. Before taxi, Generators on, probeat on, anti-ice off, air compress, packs auto, isolation valve auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall, checked, engine start reverse, alitant, flight controls, check off the de-ice, ground equipment, clear, flaps up, APU off before taxi checklist completes. Manage traffic, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, taxiing to de-ice Mike 1 via Whiskey for now. Barnes. Right clear, left clear. Oh, we're not moving. There we go, now we're moving. All good on the right? Yeah, firm. And left is all good and clear. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, do we see anything over on the de-icing apron? Not really. I mean, we can still just taxi around and request de-ice nevertheless, actually. Traffic, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, we continue taxiing Whiskey, Yankee Kilo to de-ice Mike 1 Barnes. Right clear, left clear, so it's gonna be left here. Not sure what taxi. Yeah, this is Juliet. Left clear, right clear. Again, there is Kilo, yeah, firm. Left clear, right clear. This is Mike 1 Alpha. There we go. Park brake set. Wrong switch. before the icing checklist. APU off, flaps, open lights, stable dash trim, 5.2 units, engine bleeder switches. Off, AP bleeder switch. Off, log light. Off, row 44 not installed, before the icing checklist completes. Just a quick restart, and we will just request the latest weather as well for Varnes. But yeah, can't we just request the ice right here? Yeah, exactly, we are... I think we need to turn around to do that then. Left clear, right clear. Is it space for us? Yeah, I think we'll do a left turn then. A left 180. There's no aircraft here, so it should be good. And the left turn. Taxi forward. Yeah, we're taxiing forward. Slow down. Yeah, we can slow down as well. Stop here. Okay. Beautiful. Then we are ready. We have done our... it's going to be fluid type 2. And 50%.
The icing vehicles are coming now.
And what was the weather like? Was it good? Just need the visibility, yeah. Light rain, drizzles. Yeah, so fairly good weather actually. And if I can just get that document.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment.
Yes, affirm, we are ready. We can go 75%.
We begin treatment now and observe fluid type 2. Concentration at 75%. I will call you back when ready.
Yeah. And if no, that was the wrong document. And it's gonna be you. It's -3 and above. Yeah, that's gonna give us 2.5 hours of auto time. Yeah, that's plenty. I got Oslo approach and all of that online, so getting out of here quickly will not be a bad thing at all.
The icing and anti-icing completed, and the icing code is fluid type 2, concentration at 75%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Yes, thank you. Have a fantastic evening. See you next time. Bye. Beautiful. So then we're just waiting for that 1 minute counter, and we are good. I forgot to turn off the tax lights. Okay, flaps 1, flight control check. Okay, after the icing checklist, APU off, row 44 not installed, engine bleeder switches, after 1 minute. 1 minute confirmed. On, logo light. On, flight controls checked, flaps, 1 planned, 1 green light. After the icing checklist complete. Final traffic, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, de-ice complete, taxiing via Kilo and Yankee to holding point runway 09, Værnes. Yeah, it will be a left turn. Right clear, left clear. Right. Whoa. But was there any significant changes in the weather? Winds are 09 at 6, temperature is the same, yeah, so nothing significant. And it's going to be takeoff here, please, thank you. You on legs. Yeah, we are pretty much 35 minutes behind schedule. Left clear, right clear. Yeah, left clear. See the cabin before the checklist. Before the checklist, flaps, 1 planned, 1 green, stable after trim, 5.2 units, cabin call, given before the checklist complete. Yeah, that is Polaris of 118705. Of 118705. Come on. It didn't even change. There we go. Blåskroll, god kveld, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, taxiing down on Yankee. It's 125,705. Oh, I can't read. 125. Okay, then it makes sense why it's so silent. Press control, god kveld, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, holding short Alpha 109, Værnes. Affirmative. Nordic 3 Delta Bravo cleared Gardermoen 09, Utuna 1 Alpha, initial climb 6000, squawk 5501. Line up 09, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. And yeah, right clear, left clear. Yes, are we ready? And engine anti-iso. Left takeoff 09, QNH 1007, Nordic 3 Delta Papa. Okay, takeoff. Setting first. Front set. Checked.
V1.
Rotate.
They're ready to climb.
Gear up. Flaps up, speed checked. Flaps up, no lights. Passing 2,300 feet, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. After passing 3000 right turn direct should be climbing 320 Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Autopilot engage. Climbing flight level 320. Rate is 0 set and direct to Tutsby. Tutsby, confirm, execute. Set standard after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds on, packs, auto, landing gear, up and off flaps, up and light altimeters, passing through 5,500 feet. Now, plus 10, after takeoff checklist complete. Flight level 100. Yes, looking good. And just take a look at the wings and see if it looks any good. Yeah, it looks fairly good. Let's verify it is. No, it is still on. So we clicked the wrong. Wait, what? Off. Yes, on, off, off. Oh yeah, it was the strobe light that was so bright. We can turn off the seatbelts. Beautiful. So yeah, can we request? I'm not sure why it doesn't work, but we can't, for some weird reason, request an 80s from VATSIM. Take VATSIM. Because it just gave us the one that PMDG automatically generates. And that's a little bit annoying. So I don't want that, I want the 80s from VATSIM. So I hope it will be working now. Oh, yes, this looks like the correct final information. 820 XP ILS RMP approach, 1 on the right. So yes, ILS 1 on the right for landing then. RCR at 1541, yeah, that's a bit outdated. We'll double check that with the real one. Yeah, good. So 682, it is minus 2 degrees centigrade. MSA is 3900, and we need them to correct 4100 is the corrected. 4100, like that. Good. That means we just need to correct the minimum 876. What was the weather reported to be? ATS. Yeah, so visibility 5 kilometers, clouds overcast 200 feet. That's right on the minimums. And MVP is not in force, so that means we can't use the Cat 2 either. So yeah, this could be interesting. So yeah, 876 then. But yeah, when the minimums then rises, that could be interesting as well. 887. 887. Yeah, this could be very interesting indeed. Actually, it's going the other way. 887. Just double check the RCR. There we go. Come on. 1820, yeah. So RCR at 19 right at 1541. Yeah, that's correct. Alpha 2 is closed. What? Okay. Yeah, so RCR is 344. So medium. And the weather is let me just confirm the time. Yeah, so winds are 2107 a light freezing drizzle, -1 and 114. Yes, and landing weight is expected to be, and delete the Alenu there. We'll do the Bavad like this. 3.7 minus, yeah, that's 700 kilos, yeah, so 68.1. 60.1, I mean. Yeah, sea race. Beautiful. We should actually have been finished within the next 4 minutes. That's not happening. Yeah, so 140. I forgot to include engine anti-ice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so still the same. 140. 30. 140. Beautiful. And we use auto brake 3. And let us just check. Boris 127, this 1225, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Tack ska du ha det bra. One, 2, 7. Bra scroll, god kväll, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, passing flight level 270 for 320. 228. Yeah. I think it is the wrong frequency. I think it is 255, not 225. God kveld, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo passing 270 for 320. Yeah. Agnil to join Belgium 3 Mike arrival Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Agnil, confirm. Execute. Yeah, so it's going to be 1113, 1113. Direct to duty, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Okay, we got to that. Yeah, that was a nice direct though. Straight in. On duty, confirm, execute. Alright, 115, 905, and then 1113, 115, 905. Yeah, I can see why we're not able. Yeah, engine idea is off. Oh, we can't hear it. Oh, sorry, that was my fault. It have reset itself. There we go. And det pilot Henrik. God ettermiddag. Sorry, god kveld er det. God kveld. Håper det går vel. But yeah, sorry for that. Sometimes my software is a little bit yeah, strange. It resets all of the sound sources and all that. Quite annoying.
904 Polaris Control, climb flight level 300 direct again, cruising direct east mode.
So again, thank you.
Direct east mode, North Shuttle 194.
Yeah, we request to descend before we before we start with the briefing. We're descending now very soon. 1000. Yeah, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo requesting descent.
Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, when ready, descend flight level 120.
When ready, descend to flight level 120, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Yeah, cleared 120. So yeah, we're going to be able to level up, or level off. So we can avoid using that. Yeah, there you go, flight level 120. On to 0 set. We are in a path, FFC speed. Beautiful. Then we can... yeah, we managed to level off at least. That's a good start. There we go. So we can start off with our briefing. So approach briefing. Start with a star. Belgium free Mike. 10-2 Charlie, effective 20 March 25. So we're actually not flying the star at all, we're flying directly towards Odudi. But we want the MSA is corrected 4,100 feet. Right, just get over there, there we go. Yeah, 4,100 feet, and it's going to be maximum 250 knots unless otherwise instructed during the descent. So yes, we are expecting the ILS 1 on the right, chart 11-4, effective 20 March 25. So, coming in Odudi, the intermediate fix, maximum 200 knots, 4,000 feet. The wedding is 190 degrees, ILS is 111.3 Golf Sierra Whiskey. So 192 is set triple, and 111.3 Golf Sierra Whiskey is set triple, and was set Gardermoen VUR 115.95 on both nav radios on standby. Yeah, as always, 3 degrees on the glide, minimums corrected 887 feet with a missed approach climb gradient of 3.1%. Transition level, that's a good question, I actually don't remember. Yeah, disregard. So, that will be transition level 80, yeah. Transition level 80, missed, straight ahead, 192 to 2.5 dB, Golf Sierra Whiskey. To the right turn, tracking 2 to 3 degrees, climbing to 5,000 and expecting vectors by Oslo approach. And minimum 160 knots until 4 dB on the final there. We're landing with the flaps 30 today, 140 on the VRF with a wind correction of 5, final 145, and the auto brake 3 today, and second detent reversers for the landing. For the taxi, airport charts 10-9, effective correction from 23rd of January 26, landing 1 on the right, vacating hopefully by Alpha 5, taxiing hotel, and Yankee stand, actually maybe even Delta stand 28, so taxiing to the stand down here. Ahead of hotspots, taxi restrictions, any notable or applicable NOTAMs, landing 1 on the right, RCR is reported to be 444 medium, and is quite contaminated at the moment. Yeah, other than that, also be careful then with the potential of contaminated taxiways as well. So we'll take it slow and easy, maximum 20 knots in. Actually, we can leave it just to maximum 15, since yeah, we expect just straight in on hotel there, so it will be 15 nevertheless. Maximum 15 knots on the taxi in there. But yeah, threats today, again, first of all, contaminated on the ground. It's going to be then the contaminated runway, it's reported before, slush on the runway. So again, direction control is very important, will not overcorrect. So it's very important that we make sure that we don't, again, overcorrect the aircraft during the rollout, to make sure that we don't lose control of the aircraft. Again, maximum 50 knots on the taxiways to limit speed because of the potential contaminated taxiways as well. We currently have quite some low visibility. The cloud ceiling is pretty much on the minimums, and we have a slightly higher minimum as well since it is corrected. So be aware that the minimum cloud ceiling is pretty much on the minimums today, so it will be fairly close. So be aware that it could be a quite high likelihood of a go around during this landing. So have that in mind, so be prepared. Other than that, there is the fact that we are delayed. We should have been parked at the gate 5 minutes ago, so it is that stress factor.
Delta Bravo, approach 120.455.
Push approach 120.455, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, ha det bra. 120. 455. Right. Push approach, god kväll, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, passing 220 for 120.
Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, approach, expect LS 1 on the right, descent flight to 100.
Expect LS 1 on the right, descent flight to 100, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. Flight level 100 set, and we'll turn on engine anti-ice. Yes. Yeah, again, minimums, it's close, so be prepared for a potential go-around. If I'm not mistaken as well, we have a segment with severe icing over, yeah, there you go. So we do have a segment with severe icing currently over Garden 1, from surface to flight level to 3,000 feet, and also up to, yeah, 3,000 feet. So there is a threat as well with severe icing on approach. So like we did in Trondheim, we will not retract the flaps after landing, and do a visual inspection after landing to just make sure that we don't have any ice accumulated on the actuators, so we don't damage them. So we will not retract the flaps after landing, and yeah, again, just as a precaution since it is severe icing on approach. So that's also something to be aware of. Except for that, we don't have any other threats for the arrival. Any questions? Probably not, then our briefing is complete. Descent checklist. Destination, landing altitude 700 feet, recall checked, auto brake 3, landing data, VDF 140, minimums 887 feet, corrected, and approach briefing complete. Descent checklist is complete. Yeah, and we can just want to save up a little bit of time, so 250 knots, execute. Yes. Yeah, we can request the latest 80s and do the PA. Let's see. So yeah, we are landing at 30. We are landing in about 15 minutes. And yeah, this is information kilo from 1850. Yeah, I just want to see here, visibility is now 4,400 and overcast at 200 feet, yeah, so that's still the same. So it's fairly close for LVP here then. But yeah, so it is winds 210-7, yeah, so light winds from the southwest, lower visibility with a low cloud ceiling, and some freezing, light freezing rain as well, and -1 degree. Mine damer og herrer, dette er en liten oppdatering fra cockpit. Kapteinen snakker. Som dere kanskje har lagt merke til, så har vi begynt nedstigningen vår ned mot Oslo lufthavn, og vi er forventet å lande om rundt ca. 15 minutter. Værforholdene i Oslo på øyeblikket ser rimelig greit ut. Det er noe svakere vind kommende fra sør-vest. -1 grad for øyeblikket, og ganske lavt skydekke og noe lavere sikt i tillegg. Og så har vi i tillegg litt grann frysende regn. Ellers, vi forventer for øyeblikket å parkere ved gaten ca. 25 minutter bak skjema, så vi beklager for denne forsinkelsen, men håper ikke at det hadde alt for stor innvirkning for deres planer gjennom kvelden. Utenom det, så håper jeg at dere får flytur med Norwegian. Vi takker alt å fly med oss i dag. Vi håper dere en fornøyelse flytur, og så ønsker dere en fin kveld videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Quick update from the flight deck. As you notice, we now started to descend down towards Oslo Gardermoen Airport, and we are expected to be landing in approximately 15 minutes. The weather conditions at the moment in Oslo is looking fairly alright, with just some light winds from the south-east. It is approximately -1 degree centigrade and quite a low cloud ceiling with low visibility, and there's also some light freezing rain. At the moment, we are expected to be parking at approximately 25 minutes behind schedule at the gate, so we do apologize for this delay, and we hope it haven't impacted your plans for the evening too badly. Otherwise, you have to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. We do thank you for choosing us. We'll see you again on your next flight, and we do wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you. Yes. And the QNH is 1014. And it's 444. Yeah. Beautiful. It looks like it's starting to clear up a little bit, so that's a positive sign, but also when we departed it was fairly good above the cloud ceiling, so we could expect it to be worsening quite a bit below. Yeah, of course we need to do good to the pole. Was what? We should have a new weather update as well shortly, so see if we will request the cloud ceiling at Gardermoen before landing.
Oslo, hello, Nordic 278, passing 4,200, climbing 7,000.
278, we should approach LFD, flight
1000.
Climb level 210, Nordic 278. 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278, 278,
Yeah, always forget you though. There you go. Engine anti-ice off. And we're loading off.
6 feet from London, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1014 Nordic, get 3 Delta Bravo. 5,000 set. QNH 1014, yeah, set QNH 1014 approach checklist. 1014 set cross check the approach checklist, altimeters. Passing flight level 900, yeah, 905. Now. +5 on the standby. Approach checklist complete.
137.355 Nordic.
Yes. And we still don't have you. And you're looking good, and you're good. And we're just waiting for the cabin to be secure. Engine anti-ice on. Yeah, I wonder, are we... Yeah, it looks like we are in an inversion, yeah. That explains the freezing rain at least. It's +7 degrees up here. Like what? So it's definitely an inversion at the moment. Explains the freezing rain at least.
Sorry, 191, contact Boris 127-1255, so long.
127-255, Qatari 191, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, engine anti-ice off. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everything is secured ready for landing.
Thank you.
No problem.
Cabin is secure. Okay, yeah, now the temperature starts to dip again. $1,000. Speed into vent, speed 220. 220 set.
Volvo descent 4000, duty cleared LS 19.
Descent 4000 feet, well, duty cleared LS 19 right, Nordic 3 Bravo. 4000 set for cleared for LS. Engine anti-ice on. It's still 7 degrees up here. Perhaps 1 speed checked. Speed 200. 200 set. Perhaps 1 set. Perhaps 5 speed checked. Approach arm. Polar capture. Tower 18305 Nordic 3 Delta Bravo Bookway. 418 and 305. Glass to capture, missed approach altitude 5000 feet. 5000 set. Speed 180. 180 set. Garmo Tower, god kväll. Nordic 3 Delta Bravo established LS 19 right.
Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, Garmo Tower, god kväll. Runway 19 right, clear to land, wind 210 degrees, 7.
Clear to land, 19 right to Nordic 3 Delta Bravo. RL QNH 1014. And the runway in sight. Looks like they better have improved a little bit. Or just the simulator could be the same. Yeah, it should be an overcast layer at 200 feet. That is definitely the case here. Get down, flaps 15, speed checked. Speed 160. And land check to flaps. Cabin crew, sit for landing, please. Land check flaps, camera go, given, engine start with just continuous, speed brakes. Armed, landing it down, holding at flaps. Flaps 15 set. There you go, now it looks like more how it should look like. Now we can't even see the runway. Okay, we'll turn it off so we can see the runway a little better. Flaps 30, speed checked. Complete land checklist. Flaps, 30 plan, 30 green, landing checklist complete.
1,000.
1000, we are stable, clear to land. Runway in sight. Disengaging on throttle autopilot.
Scandinavian 364, runway 19 left, cleared for takeoff, winds 210 degrees, 7 knots.
400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Contact.
200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. To reversers.
Scandinavian 364, launcher
79%. 90 knots. 80 knots. Manual braking. 60 knots. Takeoff, welcome back to Gardermoen, flight time 39 minutes. Good, and we made it at Alpha 5 as well. Fantastic. Exactly what we planned for.
Scandinavian 364, right turn possible, hold short Lima Blue, contact ground 121.605.
West Tango and hold short, please get 365 and landward.
Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, hold short November, contact ground 121.605.
Hold short November, contact ground 121.605 Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, god vei. Yeah, hold short November. Uh, 121.605.
907 for push and start.
Scandinavian Liner 047, taxi right, turn on Lima Orange, Sierra,
Not often we have ground online, so that's nice to hear.
Taxi via Orange.
I think we actually just passed it as well, so I think we're shut a little bit.
9 left, Scandinavian 9047.
Common ground, Kveld Nordic 3 Delta Bravo, holding short November, requesting stand 28.
3 Delta Bravo, hello, right, November, Golf, stand 28.
Right, November, Golf 28, takk skal du ha, Nordic 3 Delta Bravo.
Nordic 8 Lima uniform,
right. Yeah, left clear, right clear.
Nordic 8 Lima uniform, taxi, yeah, it will make a left turn on Delta, or will you prefer right?
For right turn.
Okay,
West Pier, stand 28. No.
Right turn Delta Victor Sierra.
Fences.
773, taxi, right turn Victor Sierra, 1 minute.
Taxi Victor, right 10 left, do that 10 go.
Around west 64, line. You're ready now to fit the guy and you're there for the plan. Yes, no worries, you have confirmed no DS is required again? No DS, thank you. 361 taxi, possible to bit off 8. I'll go by.
Ay. Oh my. My joystick is so broken.
Yes.
Not good.
I'll come back with the
right clear, left clear.
Thank you.
Get a 360, proceed to DS 89er 4, stop at the end of
Yes, 8904 and stop at Kilo plus bar, maybe next.
Uh, 6121 Scandinavia 9047. Correct, and join Sierra at hold short. Taxi Sierra, Scandinavia 907.
Yeah, left is clear.
Giant 855, ready for taxi to de-icing.
Giant 8585, taxi November, Victor, hold short Sierra.
November Victor, hold short Sierra, Giant 855.
Garden on the ground, Viking 1552, radio check.
35. Again, the name of 364, contact tower 120, then 1105.
1005.
A lot of traffic today and a lot of ATC as well, not bad.
Unit 773, Papa, taxi to the estate 906.
Yeah, stand to 8.
This is MCS 996, stop us yellow, cross bar videre til Nordball.
Scanner 1901, manifest 1901, taxi left turn Delta Victor short Sierra. Left Delta Victor hold short Sierra 1901. Ja, på bakke uten vei, her på meg, det riktig, eller har jeg gjort noe feil? Det en uten feil, liksom det. Hva meg gjør. Det greit, da har jeg flyttet det. Bra. Takk da.
Wait.
Navigate Lima uniform.
Park brake set, shut on number 2.
Yes, base 907, stop at yellow crossbar.
Proceed to the USA 907, that's the best yellow crossbar, estimated cost.
Shut on number 1.
Victor, and do you need the ice? Can you say Scandinavia 9047? Scandinavia 9047, hold short of taxiway Victor, and do you need the ice? Hold short of Victor, and we don't need any de-icing. Roger.
Tower Scandinavia 320, we have stopped at Bay 994 and maybe commence the ice.
Scandinavia 320, call Iceland, report crash report when ready for taxi to tower 1201.
Confirm we are supposed to call tower 121 105 when the ice is done for 320.
Yes, call tower 120 105 when ready for taxi.
Yes.
Hey, sir, thank you. Tower 121 105 when ready after the ice.
Just want to work.
120 105.
Beautiful. Yes, shuttle checklist to the line. Fuel pumps off, probe heat on, hydro pallet set, flaps 30, green light, parking brake set, engine stabilizers cut off, and weather radar off. Shuttle checklist to the line is complete. Okay, flight time ended up being 1 hour and 8 minutes. 1 hour, 8 minutes.
Scandinavia 9047, we hold short Victor. Scandinavia 9047, yes, continue taxi, Sierra, holding 1 left, contact tower 120 105. Sorry, but I could only read you as 2 or 3. Scandinavia 9047, taxi Sierra, holding 1 left. Taxi Sierra and hold short Sierra 6, Scandinavian 9047.
Yes. Is there anything you guys want to add in the tech log? Nope. Beautiful. Shutdown checklist below the line. Technical completed. AFP completed. Shutdown checklist complete. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll let the next crew decide if they will retract the flaps or not. Yeah, we're just waiting for the passengers to deboard the aircraft, and then we can leave. I imagine the next crew really wants this aircraft by now. We are quite delayed. So I'm quite happy that they're finished now. I don't need to take it up to Trondheim again. In real life, the aircraft have already pushed. It's already taxiing to the runway, so yeah, we are way behind. They are supposed to depart now. Yeah, Terrain, the reason why I did not retract the flaps is because we did have severe icing conditions on short final, and it is freezing rain because of an inversion now. So it is because if ice have accumulated on the flaps, if it then retracted, we may damage the mechanisms and so on. So for safety reasons, we have just let them be extended, and then we'll do inspection and see, and if it is good, then we can retract it again. But since we are pretty much finished, we will let the next crew decide if they want to retract it or not. So it is for safety reasons, really, basically, or not safety, but to make sure that we don't damage the flaps. Quite common during cold weather, when again we have a possibility of ice accumulating on the actuators and so on, or within the mechanism itself. They are quite exposed, but the problem as well is that you can't de-ice directly on the flaps. Because that will also damage the mechanism, so it is that can be quite complicated. Yeah, what we are saying is it's quite in the name. It is basically that you're flying from an area where icing is severe. So like ice, there's a lot of icing within the area, and it will quite easily then freeze up on the aircraft itself. So that is where the icing is the worst, if you can call it that. I don't really have a good way of explaining it. Yeah, it is like with the temperature, the precipitation, the moisture generally, and also the, how should I say, how highly likely it is for ice to actually accumulate on the aircraft. In this case, like I said earlier, we have an inversion. That means we have a warmer air a little bit higher, but we have the cooler air down. Normally it will be colder the higher to go and warmer the lower to go. In this case, those are swapped places. So that means we have, when we were on the arrival, we could see that we have got all the way up to like 7 degrees plus. But here on the ground it's -1 degree. That means when the rain then falls down, it will then be in the warm air and then suddenly hit below freezing. So that means it gets cold instantly, or not instantly, but it doesn't have the time to actually freeze into ice crystals and become snow. So that means you have a very cold water droplet, and the moment it hits something, it will instantly freeze. Especially if you are like a metal object or something that's already very cool. So that is, for example, an aircraft where we have that instant where it will freeze right when it hits the aircraft. So that is then can then happen within the flap mechanism, and that's why we don't have that. That's why we haven't retracted them. We had an instance here not too long ago, actually, within the winter vacation here, where people up in like the Hamar area couldn't even drive for like 2 minutes before the windshield was completely frozen. Then you turn off the highway, scrape it, and then 2 minutes later it was completely frozen again. And that was because of I imagine, I don't really know, but I think it was an inversion. We had this freezing rain, and again, it freezes, becomes ice instantly when it hits something cold. So it can actually be quite dangerous. So it is something that you should definitely look out for. So that's a phenomenon you get when, again, that warmer air swap places with the colder air. So yeah, meteorology. Can't even talk. How do I say it? Okay, forget it. So yeah, that's why pilots need to be very good at what I'm supposed to say. Weather related. Meteorology? Doesn't sound good. So it doesn't sound correct. I can't find the correct word for it. That's annoying me quite a bit. Meteorology? It's not no. I can't get the right word. It's so annoying. But yeah, at least that's why it can impact quite a bit. And especially if you're flying through severe icing conditions, that can be, again, in the word severe. So, yeah, then you need to take some safety precautions. I'm not really sure how we would do it with the flaps, but I have heard and noticed that if it is generally very freezing cold, and you have a chance of ice accumulating in the flap mechanism, you will normally leave it out to be on the safe side. And again, since it is freezing rain, that rain will freeze instantly when it hits the flaps. Could accumulate ice within there, so we'll leave it as it is. I mean, if we just would have had like a split flap or just on a part of the wing that would just drop down, I don't think that will be a significant issue, unless that rain freezes within the between the wing and the flap. But since we have forward flaps here, then yeah, when those is going to be falling in again, that could damage quite a bit, a lot of damage. So yeah. Let us get things ready. So I need to remember to file an issue report on the flight plan issue I have, so I can see if I can get that fixed. Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers have left the aircraft. Fantastic landing, by the way. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Give me a call if you need anything else.
Yeah, of course. Beautiful. So I have got everything I need. Maybe I should take my phone as well. I think that's a good start. But again, I think the next crew really wants the aircraft. Not gonna lie. I would have liked to have this aircraft as quickly as possible myself. So yeah. Let us then leave the aircraft. Yeah, wait. I forgot something. There we go. Oh, that was very quick. And then we're going up this escalator. It would have been so cool if they could actually have animated the escalator and yeah, animated, so it actually moves. But I imagine that will have a quite nice impact on performance, wouldn't it? But I would just end the day here. So there we go. That was it for today. A little bit delayed. Typical, isn't it? But yeah. So next time we're flying is going to be on Sunday, the 1st of March, on the 3rd year. Yeah, that's actually the 3rd anniversary of this channel, so that should be a fun one, flying Prague and Ålesund. So two of my favorite routes, especially Prague. Missed Prague for a long time, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, hope to see you all again for that one. But again, that was it for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you all again on Sunday. So have a fantastic evening, and see you all again later. Bye bye.